What up, what up, what up? This your boy Big D. Podcast, the hell you think? Got my boy. Gonna let him introduce himself.
Oh yeah, it's your boy KG, aka Troy Fontaine.
Yes, sir. What we gonna get into today is, man, we gonna get into some, I think we're gonna piggyback off conversation I had back probably, man, 10 years ago. And it was first date, the do's and don't. What's the limit?
Oh yeah.
What is expected after the date ends?
Okay.
Do you wake up in the morning with that person? Do you go your separate ways?
It depends. Depends on how that date goes.
Okay.
Since I'm a dater myself, I used to think the man's supposed to pay.
Okay.
Then I got hip to some things, and now I think it should be Dutch. That's just how I feel right now, because neither one of us is losing anything if we go on the first date. All we're doing is gaining experience, gaining knowledge about that person, gaining whatever you want to learn from that person. Why would I pay to sit down and have dinner with somebody and I find out I don't even like you, I don't like your vibe, I don't like nothing about you, I just paid $50 a plate to figure out I don't like you? Why do that? When I can pay $50 for my plate, you pay $50 for your plate, and we go our separate ways and we just didn't vibe.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Cause see, I'm a lot older, but now today that does make sense, because in the past, back in my dating era, it was more like we go on a date, the man pays, and you really at that time you really didn't expect anything, because back then it was a different era. In my dating age, it was in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So you didn't expect a whole lot after that first date, unless you just knew she was a freak. But if you knew she was, somewhat potential you might want to be with,
right, then
you wasn't really expecting anything. If you were feeling her, then you didn't expect anything. But this day and age, man, things are different now, man.
Lot different.
It's hard for men to trust
very hard
women, because some women go on a date just so they can get that expensive meal, or go to that restaurant where the atmosphere is good, so they can post it on Instagram, social media, TikTok, just to say, hey girl, I went here, I went there, but you'll never see the guy in the picture.
Never.
So
yeah, and I ain't trying to be that guy.
Right. So when y'all see some of these girls posting these pictures of their plates and the restaurant they at, you'll notice you'll hardly ever see the guy, because they do this. Not all women.
Not all of them, but some of them do.
There's some women that do this just to get that popularity, I guess, just to say I went here and I went there. And it's even with vacations,
Yeah. They getting flued out.
They'll go on vacation, get down there, get to the room, and you expecting to do something, but nothing happens. Man, that's crazy, because I was actually watching on TikTok one guy. He looked like he was a pretty good baller or whatever. He like he had it. He had that stack or whatever, and didn't know if it was a skit or not. But then I found out it wasn't a skit. So the girl went on vacation with him. To, I think it might have, I don't know. It was another country, and he was like, "Well, we came way down here, and what did you expect?"
Right.
So she was like, "Well, I ain't think you thought we was gonna do something." You know what I'm saying? So they went into this back and forth argument, and he spent about 10 stats on her, and before they even got back to the room, they went shopping and everything.
Right.
right then she was like, well, I wasn't feeling you like that, but you was feeling him enough to take his 10
trip, right?
And go on a trip.
Come on.
So if you're in another country in another country on a trip with a guy that's not your husband and you dating, did you really expect him not to try to do something?
You can't. You gotta expect that. He spent 10 stacks. I don't care how much money you think a man got. He spent 10 stacks to get you out the country.
Right.
To get you an experience that you may have never experienced.
Right.
And you don't think he wants to be involved with you sexually?
Exactly. Come on. So to me, that was a kick in the face, but you know, good thing was he already had something else lined up because he was like, he didn't say he kind of figured, but he pretty much was like, well, you know, since you acting like this, I tell you what, you get your own room. You do what you want to do. Leave your gifts here. Get your own room. What we'll do is, I wish I had a clip of that. What we'll do is, we'll go our separate ways. You get home the best way you can get home, whatever. Yeah. And you know, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my trip.
Right.
So he already had
something lined up. And that's the thing ladies don't understand. It's probably about I don't know the facts right now. I'm gonna check it later. But it's probably about 20 women to one man.
Right now it is, yeah.
About 20 women to one man. So if you mess up, if he ain't feeling you, you can be easily replaced. Easily.
Yeah.
So I guess he was like, you don't want to get with what I'm trying to get with?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, leave. I got somebody else waiting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy, man, because I'm glad I'm not in that dating world anymore, man, because it's I know it is, man. I hear guys coming to work every day saying, man, I took the chick out and I spent out, man, and she gonna call me and tell me she ain't really feeling me or whatever. And I'm like, man, you just gotta guard your grill, man. You gotta cover yourself, man, cause.
And I think if guys really pay attention to when they first meet a female, I think it's certain things that the female gonna do to give you that red flag, as we say now.
Yeah.
That you'll know, like, she only in it for one thing. It might be money, it might be a meal, it might be you the mechanic that she can fix her car. It just might be something she gonna do. And you be like, they ain't sitting right with me. Some up with this.
Yeah. So. If you look at the pay attention to the red flags, fellas. That's all I can tell you.
Please do.
Pay attention to the red flags. If you mention a place, if you mention at least 3 restaurants and she ain't never been to now one of them, that's a red flag. That means she trying to get you to take her to one of those restaurants because either her friend or a family member, you know, they were like, girl, you need to get them to take you here, there. And trust me, they communicate because they be like, girl, I'm supposed to go out with this guy. You know, he got that stat. He got that bag.
Yeah.
Then
they talk about
you. They influence that friend to be like, girl, you need to get him to take you here. You need to get him to take you there.
Don't listen to your friends like, all the time.
Okay, we can do that. No, you need to really pay attention to them, you know, pay attention to them red flags, fella. I'm telling you.
Real.
You're gonna get got. Gonna get got. Hey, listen.
It done happened to me a couple times. I ain't gonna lie.
I think it done happened to all of us.
It done happened to me a couple times.
Back in my dating era, it done happened to me too, where I actually expected something to happen later on that night, but it didn't. You know, I think back then, you know, I spent close to $170, which back then that was a lot of damn money back in the 90s to go on a date.
Right.
But now it's, you know, I'm sure, you know, everything's higher.
Right now, that's a regular date. 150 right now.
Right. That's a regular date, 150. That's right now 150 today is like Longhorn, Red Lobster.
Yeah.
That ain't even A1 money right now. Today, you know, a meal gonna cost you about, with drinks and a good steak or, you know, a good pasta meal. And a dessert that's gonna hit you about at least $250. I don't know. I ain't,
Man, you taking somebody out. You gonna pay some money.
I think me and the wife went out and we went out to this restaurant called the Palms in Buckhead, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story behind that too. And they nice atmosphere, nice, nice good food. Steak was excellent, man. And I think the tab came up to almost $300, but it was worth it because it was my wife.
Okay, that's different.
I mean,
I'm saying 300, like 300 on the chick. I don't even know I'm gonna get some at the end of the night.
This was my wife, so it was worth it. The food was good, the atmosphere was good, and I was expecting to spend more than that because of the location and the atmosphere and everything. But it's crazy because I'm gonna tell y'all, the brokest ass was the one who referred me to this restaurant. I was like, they was like, did you go out there? I was like, yeah, it was nice, man. I was like, it was the atmosphere. I was like, where did you order when you go? They were like, oh, I never been. I was like, so you recommending a restaurant that you never went to?
She want to go.
I just heard about it. And I said, man.
One of her friends told her about it.
One of her friends told her about it, and she just felt like I needed to go, which I don't regret. Taking my wife. It was nice or whatever. But I have asked women that I work with, what limit or what's the minimum a guy should spend when he take you out? Now, the age range of the women that I asked were from 27 to 38.
Okay. And what they say?
One girl said 4:30.
4:30.
First date.
She put it 4:30, like
from beginning of the day, like noon, all the way to that night.
She's been the whole day. This ain't no date.
This ain't no date.
Okay.
So I was like, well, what was the ending gonna be like? She was like, what you mean what the ending was gonna be like? I was like, if you feeling the guy or you gonna invite him in, y'all gonna do whatever.
Nightcap.
She said, hell no. I'm like, well, that's asking a little too much. Are you going Dutch? She was like, no. I'm like, well, that's asking a little too much then.
Right.
If
4:30?
Yeah.
A whole day?
Yeah. So I was like, well, what would you give him in return as for appreciation? She said, well, the next time I would cook him a nice meal. I'm like, that ain't no damn even swap though thing about it, cause you cooking for a dude ain't no even swap.
No, not if I spent $4.30. You spent $50 on some groceries. Right. You probably got food stamps.
And you don't bought no food stamps from your homegirl to cook him a meal.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think that's a good.
It's not a good trade off at all.
Yeah, man. I don't think it is, dog. And she was like, really? So I was like, yeah, because
she probably ended the night with a hug and a kiss on the cheek.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the second girl I asked, she was like, well, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a little old fashioned because this is what my daddy taught me. She said, if a guy, first I asked him, say, where are we going? If he tell me where we going, then I'd be like, okay, that's kind of expensive. And she's like, well, I'll tell you what, we can go, but I tell you what, I'm going to pay for mine, you're going to pay for yours. Mm-hmm. I'm like, really? You would go Dutch on the first date? She was like, yeah, because if he's feeling me, we sitting there eating.
Exactly.
Then it won't have you, there'll be no tension during the whole date because he knows that she's paying for hers and I'm paying for mine. You know what I'm saying? And you're not expecting anything. So if he's feeling you, then he's gonna go out and eat with you and be like, hey, we're gonna have a nice time, we're gonna do this, that, and the other. Right. And then however it ends.
Eventually, if it go like that, if a girl tell me, hey, I pay for mine, you pay for yours, and the conversation and the vibe, everything good, I'm probably gonna end up paying for it anyway. It's nice to see that you were willing to pay for it.
Exactly.
But if we vibing and the check come, like, don't worry about it.
Exactly. So if it gets to the second date, let's say you, I'm gonna skip the second date. Let's say it gets to the fourth date.
Okay.
All right. And you like, damn, I'm paid for the last 3 meals. Last 3 meals been like $300.
Mm-hmm.
You know, $350.
If you pay for the last $3 million and $300 a piece, that $900 you invested $1,000.
Yeah. Now, are you expecting her to at least say, "Hey, baby, I got this one on this date"?
Yeah. At least, yeah. I would say if you do offer to pay for the first dates, I would say the first 2 dates, yeah, I pay for them. The third date, you should at least offer. Say, "Hey, I got it this time."
Yeah.
And I'm probably still, I might still pay for it or whatever. I'm like, I got it, don't worry about it. You get the next one. But at least offer on the third date.
At least offer. Okay.
At least give me like, okay, she see what's going on.
Yeah.
So, I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah. Okay. I think you have those who are, I guess I can say it, ain't no way around it, gold diggers and leeches, and then you have those who, I'm really feeling this guy. I might can dig him now. Me personally, like I said, I'm 51 years old. I'm an older cat. I recommend when I'm talking to a lot of younger guys on at work, I'm like, man, if you're gonna go on the first date, bro, here's my recommendation.
Okay. Write it down.
Do a Longhorn.
Okay.
Do a Red Lobster. Do a Chili's, Applebee's.
My go-to is TGI Friday.
TGI Friday. See, now, and the reason I'm saying this is because if you do this, if you trying to ball out at the beginning and impress them at the beginning, it's what's going to be expected from that day on. It's going to be, okay, you took me, name a restaurant in Buckhead.
The new one, Nobu.
Okay, you took me to Nubo, right? Mm-hmm. We went there last week.
Okay.
They go somewhere else.
Wells, I can't top that. That might be the top of the list.
It's gonna get higher. Listen, man, I'm telling you. If you start off high, you gotta go higher and higher and higher. It's gonna get more expensive.
Right.
Every time y'all go out. So, my recommendation, if she's a keeper and she's someone who really feeling you and wants to be with you, she'll be okay with that Red Lobster or Outback or Longhorn or Chili's or TGIF or Taco Mac or whatever.
And that's what I was going to say. I was going to bring up. I think when you pick where to take the first date,
okay,
it kind of depends on the person you date.
Yeah.
If you meet somebody and you met her at the club, you see what she had on, you see who she was around, and you know what club you in, you might be expecting to pay some kind of high-priced restaurant.
Okay.
But if you meet somebody like at the gas station, grocery store, you might get, hey, let's meet at Starbucks. I just want to see how we vibe first before I indulge into going to my pocket paying $4.30 every time we meet up.
Yeah.
So let me that Starbucks first. Let me see what we dealing with. Man. It might work first, and she might be cool with it. We can even do a picnic. I can see what I'm dealing with a picnic, Starbucks, just chilling first.
Yeah.
And then if we vibe off that chill, okay, now let me take you out. Let me see you dress up. I'm gonna dress up. You dress up.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna go from there.
Yeah. Because you get to talking 2 dates in a month, man. You get to talking Cardinal money, man. God damn.
If we talking Cardinal, then I want to ride something.
Yeah. Yeah, man. All I can say is start low, then they expect to take us. They get this. If you really into her and you done started high, just imagine when you get married.
It's gonna be worse.
Ain't no coming back down.
Yeah, you gonna have to come out.
That you gotta. Hey, man.
Yeah.
It increases.
I believe.
Okay, so not to jump off the subject, but it's kind of like a little the same. Another situation I saw. You take your girl out for her birthday, right?
You did it.
She brings about 15 of her friends and family with her.
Okay.
This is a birthday dinner.
Right.
Who's expected to pay for that birthday dinner?
I'm expected to pay for my girl.
Okay.
I'm expected to pay for my girl, and if she got a mama, parents, maybe.
Okay.
Other than that, that's it.
Okay. I get that. I like that answer. But you have to set the tone before you even walk in that restaurant.
I shouldn't have to, because my girl should already know. My man ain't paying for all y'all. Y'all better bring y'all own, man.
Listen,
that should be the conversation when she invite them. Or if I'm inviting them,
so I do a lot of parties and events when I'm doing photography, right?
Right.
Now, I've ran into some situations where I've been invited to do pictures at a restaurant for a birthday dinner, whatever.
Okay.
And could not believe that when I got there, and people just ordering this and ordering that, whatever. And then at the end of the dinner, everybody looking crazy because they like the waiter done bought them separate tickets.
Yeah.
And everybody like, hold up, I didn't know we had to pay. We were invited to a birthday dinner. So they are under the impression that if I was invited to a birthday dinner, then that mean I was eating for free too.
Oh no. No, it don't work like that. Now I can see if you going to if I invite you to a birthday dinner at an event space, somewhere that they have to cater to you, yeah, you don't gotta pay. But if I'm inviting you to a restaurant, yeah, you gotta pay. I'm not.
Yeah.
That ain't how that works.
So what if your significant other say, babe, I think you should go ahead and pay for it.
You think I should go ahead and pay for who? Your mama, your daddy? That's it. Your brother, your sister?
Hey man, it's crazy because I have ran into situations like this, man, where people.
That's crazy. I'm sorry.
They sit there and they'll order stuff that they won't even order when they going out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And then next thing you know, when that bill comes, they like, oh, I thought he had it.
Nah, you didn't think I had that. Did anybody disclose? You should have asked that before you ordered. Man,
one of the funniest dinner I did, I was taking pictures was, and I should have captured that moment where the look on the couple's face. Mm-hmm. This couple, they sat there and they were ordering this and they were ordering all kind of stuff. They were ordering. She done ordered probably about a good 3-4 drinks. Man. He done ordered a drink, a shot, and some beer. They ordering appetizers they ain't never tried before and all this, and then I'm looking like, God damn, they ordered a lot of shit.
Right.
So when the bill came, and he said it, the waiter said it in front of them, the guy looked like, then he pointed at his homeboy who invited them to the birthday dinner of his wife, and was like, his homeboy looking like,
this on you.
This y'all ticket. I invited y'all to come eat with us, not eat off of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So
So after I did that, probably about a good month ago, man, when I talked to the guy who hired me to do the birthday dinner, I was like, he was like, yeah, man, it's crazy because, man, that cat don't even talk anymore. I was like,
wow.
Really? He's like, yeah, because of that, we don't even talk anymore. He was under the impression that I was gonna pay for it, but I told him, even if I was paying for it, you was being greedy and ordering all kind of stuff that you knew you wouldn't order,
right?
If it was just you and your wife,
right? So yeah, that's crazy.
Hey man, so yeah, man, y'all give us y'all thoughts, and man, y'all give us y'all comments about what y'all think. Tell us about your experience, man, about your first day and how much you spent, and what's expected later on at night. Women, you can chime in too. What you are expected to get, you know,
what they expect to get or give.
Give after
at the end of a date.
At the end of the date, you know, what do you expect a man to spend on you on the first date? Should you have to tell him, or should he already know? Or would you be offended if he took you to somewhere like Longhorn or Red Lobster or
Can't be offended.
Chili's or a Taco Mac?
Can't be offended. It's a
$2 cafe.
It's a free meal. Why would you get offended?
Yeah. So man, this is Big D with podcast The Hell You Think. Got my boy
Troy Fontaine.
Yes, sir.
Podcast. Last but not least, we collabing. So yeah, man, y'all give us y'all thoughts. Y'all give us y'all comments. And hey, we're gonna get back with y'all, man. Peace. Oh yeah.